So here we are again. It's 2014, and I would like to wish you a very happy new year and hope that all your dreams will come true this year and more. But I'm here to talk about my solo system for this Avalon 2 record. And I've been playing here a couple of days now, solos, and as I've said in the first blog, I'm using this Marshall DHL 100H. Now I don't know what the H means, but for me it means that I'm getting older. But I guess this H means something else. Here you can see the basic amplifier section. I am using this in a very different way because I'm not using the ultra gain, so the high gain channel at all. I'm using the crunch gain, and as you can see the crunch gain is on 10, not 11, 10, and the volume is at 8, and this is very loud because this is a 100 watts amplifier. In fact, if I show you, the cabinet is in the other room, but so this is very loud. We're talking about 120 decibels or something in the corridor. So the crunch channel itself is very clean actually. It's more like AC/DC sound. So I spent years doing my solos and guitars with ultra gain, like high gain amps and stuff, but this Marshall, I used to think that Marshalls are good only for fishing, as a chair, you know, when you go for fishing in Finland when the lakes are frosty and on ice and you need something to sit on. But I did play Marshalls when I was 16, and now they have a bunch of new stuff out, and this is not my amplifier. I lended it from a band which has so horrible name that I cannot say it. Anyway, this is a brutally loud that I'm keeping this amp. Normally the guy who owns the amp seems to be playing it around 3. I have it almost at 8, and from the guitar, which is the Strat Masterbuilt 55 from Custom Shop Fender, you recognize it from this thing here. It's the same guy who did the whole guitar. So all the solos I played with this, and it's just really great combination with Marshall. But from the guitar, which is stock, everything is stock, the pickups are stock and everything, I go to overdrive, Boss Super Overdrive box, but I'm using it in a also very different way. I'm keeping the drive like 1030, so there is not a lot of drive, not a lot of distortion there, but the level is full. It's on 10, so it drives the amplifier before it gets to the amp from the guitar. That makes it like that the distortion is very clean, and it's easier to make it come across in the mix, for example. Now the way I'm doing this is I have 4 channels, 4 tracks when I'm recording a basic solo track, and I'm showing you. I'm going to show you the. Here we are again. This dark. First there's dark, and then there's light, like this. So this is the setup, and I ended up using actually the Peavey because it sounded better to me. And it's the same thing with than with the rhythm. It's only one SM57, completely in the middle of the grill, touching actually, it's touching the thing. This is called main lead. Then I'm using these two microphones here as a stereo pair to capture the sound of this corridor. That would be room left and room right. And then I go all the way here, just like maybe 15 to 20 meters away from the amplifier. I have one microphone here, which is Shure SM81. Now it should be, I would like to use another kind of microphone, but there wasn't any here, and I don't have that kind of a omnidirectional mic that picks up the sound all over the place. Now it's more like from the sides a little bit, but it's still enough for me because I needed it. I need this sound. So the guitar solo sound is a combination of all these 4 channels. And I'm going to show you one solo, how it's done in here. So basically, as you can see here, I have in Pro Tools I have four different tracks. Main lead. These are the room mics. And this is the ambience. If I change the view, just a second. You can see this one being the main, which is usually this much louder, and this is the room, left and right, and this is the ambience. So, how does it sound then? Well, let me play you. This solo is ready, so I can play it to you from the speakers again with a Kotivelta poster that is not straight still, and Grim Reaper. So here it goes. Too much. I can also play you individual tracks so you hear. So I solo the main lead, so now you only hear the main solo. So that's the solo channel, so the Peavey. And if I solo the whole 3 tracks, you hear the ambience coming in, which makes it like very big sounding. this is how I do all the solos with 4 tracks, the main solos that really have to kick ass. And there are there are also of course a lot of melody bits and pieces where I don't need this huge sound, because this sound is so big that it's totally dominating the track. Actually, here you also hear the rhythm guitars played. I can solo them for you as well, so you hear the crunch. So these are 2 tracks of rhythm guitars. Oops, rhythm guitars. So that's the Engel Richie Blackmore thing. And with this setup I am recording all the basic guitars and solos, and then there is clean and there's a bunch of stuff still to do. But I hope this gave you some insight of how I do it, and I hope you enjoy seeing and hearing what I have to offer here. I'm having fun here. Once again, have a very nice 2014, and I hope to see you on the road in May and in August, September, around that time. So here we go. Bye bye.